But yeah, that was super fun. We did that for, I mean, we're still doing it, but did it seriously for a good 2.5 years that I was in the band. And then now Henry plays in Royal Bangs, and they're in Europe right now, actually.
No jealousy or bitterness. Not at all.
No, I mean, I'm actually really excited for him, but yeah, I am a little jealous. That's awesome. I'd love to go. But yeah, so that was that. And then from Cold Hands, segueing from Henry being in the Royal Bangs now, me, Zach, and Derek, after playing together for 2.5 years, we're kind of like, crap, we don't want to start all over. And during this, like, the last year of Cold Hands, me and Jacob had been playing together. Just because we worked together, and like within the first week that he worked, we just started talking about music. Dom was like, "Oh, you're gonna love this guy. He's got so much in common with you." And he's like, "Yeah, he used to be a runway model." I was like, "Okay, we're gonna have so much in common musically, but he used to be a runway model, and he's telling me all this stuff about him." And I swear, I kept thinking, I was like, that didn't sound like anyone I'd really get along with. Yeah. I mean, I just pictured he's a runway model, so he probably listens to a lot of techno and electronica and definitely a lot of hip hop. But yeah, we totally, I mean, the first time we started talking about music, realized that we were both into the exact same things. So again, it was like, man, this is kind of too easy. Of course, we need to play music together because this is just too ridiculously simple. So we started doing some acoustic stuff, and then, like I said, we did that, and then he moved to Chicago and came back from Chicago, and we were going to continue Hilites. And at that point, Henry was off doing Royal Bangs, and Zach and Derek said they wanted to still play music. Again, I mean, I was talking to them, and I was like, well, me and Jacob have something that we're doing, and if you guys still want to play, I'm going to be playing drums either way. Why don't we combine that, and then we've got everything we need. And I let them hear some demos that me and Jacob have done. They were like, yeah, sounds good, let's do it. And obviously before Jacob even left, we had talked about getting other members so we could be a full band. So it was kind of super easy how it came together. It's pretty awesome. It's like a fairy tale, except less fairies and less enchanted creatures.
I love it.
I mean, it is. It's like a fairy tale. Less dragons. New Hilites has been together for 3 months, 4 months. Not very long at all.
Wow, you guys, you'd actually like practice together for like 3 weeks before you had a show?
Yeah. We had
weeks?
like 2 or 3 practices. We had 3 practices with Zach and 2 practices with Derek at this point. And Derek was like, well, I'm going to book a show. And he was going to book it.
Derek with the least amount of practice time is the one that says, let's go play it.
Well, because he kind of mentioned, that he wanted to book a show, and he was going to try to book it with his friends, and he was going to try to shoot for, December. And,
Cut to 2 months early.
Yes. And so it ended up being in October. And we were like, all right, well, I guess we have to be ready. So, yeah, that's how it happened. That we really rushed to get stuff together, and it worked out really well. The Speakeasy said that was the biggest draw that they had gotten for a show since they had been doing shows. So that's pretty exciting.
That's a compliment.
Like, yeah, apparently it went pretty decent. I mean, I felt pretty good. All of us felt really good after the show.
You want to talk about anything with recording with Brian?
We recorded with Brian. Me and Jacob did, because we had some songs that we wanted to put out.
We should give a shout out, Mr. Brian Ford.
Whoop, whoop.
Of Elastic Pictures,
whoop, whoop.
Who records bands in his basement
whoop, whoop.
for fun.
Yeah. I work with Brian, so that was the connection with that. He heard some highlight stuff that me and Jacob had recorded here at my house. We just set up a microphone and recorded some stuff just to kind of demo it.
Was it the same microphone?
It actually was the same microphone. Yes.
Can I touch it?
Yeah, man. Seriously. So yeah, we did that. We recorded some demos and let Brian hear it. He's like, man, I love what you guys are doing. He really was excited about,
Yeah, when I talked to him, he seemed like that. It wasn't like you guys pushed for anything. He was like, oh my God, come to my house. We have to do this.
Pretty much. It was, we showed him the demos, and he was like, what are you guys planning on doing for recording? I was like, I don't know. We're just kind of demoing stuff off, seeing what it sounds like, seeing what happens with it. And he offered, he's like, well, I've got a studio in my basement. I would love to record you guys. So obviously, recording with someone makes it easier. And free is never a bad thing. And so we went and over the course of like 2 weeks or so, went over there a couple nights and laid down drums and then continued laying everything on top of it. And it sounded great. I mean, we took the time to add like keyboards and all the other stuff. And I think it sounds awesome for, especially for how quickly we recorded it. And he's gotten new equipment since then. So we're about to do the second record probably in the next couple weeks. And I think it's going to sound even better, which is awesome because the first one sounded fine. So with the new equipment, it can't hurt. So yeah, we're pretty excited about that.
Closing statements of awesome.
Let's see.
Besides, go see Hilites everywhere. Woo.
Yeah, definitely go check out a highlight show anywhere that we are playing because it'll definitely be fun. We're trying to get this record recorded and then start playing some out of town stuff. Like go back to Asheville because we like those people. Yeah, that's about it.
But